Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Snow in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So a tough early challenge here, second and long after the sack. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a third and long. Back to throw. Snow.
Oh, my God.
Going to be intercepted. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to have a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962. They sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember
all his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Underthrown.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. You look at this Colt defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game because they are facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Hooker's going to throw it. Flushed out right. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Hendon Hooker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. 2nd and a couple. And motioning left, that's Pittman. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, not allowed to cut upfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
18 Randall.
Back to throw again. And that is
got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me I was done with this one. They want man coverage, not zone.
I like
There's good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and the Lions will take over.
Beat the game, man. Keep
ready to begin their
beat
drive.
the game, man.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the
Oh, my God. This game's
touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter.
You beat the game, man.
They're on pace for
Beat the game,
points in this game. I don't
That's
know that they'll
fucking
get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
90-something fucking catch.
CD, you
Drops the
feel
pass,
like they're in a
but
bit of a
fucking
danger
suck.
zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably
This is how
need
weird
to get
this shit
something
beating
going on
me.
this
So
drive,
fucking
right?
fast.
Yeah, and sometimes
It's
I
everywhere.
overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Leading every guy.
Got it. Ready?
From the 21, here's second down and 5.
Tempo.
He's going to use his legs here. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Snow.
Of course. Oh my God.
Into a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A nice little juke.
Look at this shit, man. Hey, this shit don't even look real.
Get a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, good.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
You put my gunner down. I ain't seen nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing. Hooker. And he takes a shot on the release. As this
Is that pressure right there? What that was?
Certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs.
Well, they didn't give me that shit. That was a mistake right there.
The front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through
That was
contact
definitely a
and short the
mistake.
sticks.
Here's Hooker. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Hooker to throw it. He finds his man complete. That's Gibbs. He's into space.
This shit, man. Come on.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Colts are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively.
What's a fucking badass? Come on, ain't nobody fucking doing shit.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game.
No pressure, and I'm just
Hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Stopped at the
Off the block.
24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Off the
This
block.
offense so far
Oh.
on third down,
Off
0 for
the
3
block.
to this point. They could use a conversion.
Oh,
This
serious.
will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Snow. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So when you can get it to him.
Opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play.
He didn't even stop the guy. He just
taken right around the 44. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Come on.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Way to hold him off.
You know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support
I get stuck in the line.
You can move
That was
games to
exactly
different
what
spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a third game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals. But that's the third one of the day. And it caps off a great day.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
Smash! Rig alert!
Another run for Gibbs here. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back to throw. Snow. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be second down.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Snow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 74 yards. And the Colts get a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Warriors 70.
They go play action. Here's Hooker. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Hooker. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Throwing on first down. Snow. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something
Yeah, he got a little weak.
here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Snow. That one finds Pierce right side. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Sixty Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh my God, man! Why?
Get it to him. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
No fucking sense. No fucking sense. Hey, fucking throw it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Every throw is a poor throw. He wide open, no fucking pressure, no nothing, but it's just a poor throw for no fucking reason. Come on, man.
Starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This 2nd and 4. Hooker now off play action. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hooker from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh my God! Just stop the ball! Just stop the ball!
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
That's crazy.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Hooker now on 1st down. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them. Providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Hurry, hurry!
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Dio Odengbo able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Hooker now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Speed, you can pretty much catch up without them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 10
like
there.
I know he ain't fast at that 82 speed, bro. He cannot.
And they might have had him because
Unless
they
you
thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Toward the sideline.
Oh my goodness!
Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
They don't even want to show that shit again. They don't even want to. Oh my goodness!
1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ain't nobody in no type of space for no cutback. That's fucking.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Quick throw completed by Hooker. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Last he was gone until.
And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter, drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now.
Yeah.
You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And quickly, they get to the line. Off play action. Snow.
You serious?
It's going to be incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from May, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, Snow. That is caught.
I'm surprised he didn't get a KO.
First down as they're able to get the 3rd down.
I'm super surprised he did not get a KO.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he was, what, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's going from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Snow. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it here. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get it rather easily there. A gain of 9 on 4th and 3. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And going right back to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
Off the play fake. Snow rolling to his... And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jack Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Snow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Snow. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's the
I handed the ball. Oh my God! I handed the ball off, man. Come on! I fucking handed the ball off.
Now 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Street.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
19. Trap 60.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Of course.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time.
Of course I thought that.
Back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Come on.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
19, 18.
Hooker on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And got his man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end. And deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. One of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams...
And this turns into disaster. He's not
See him.
forward progress. That'll be a
I did not see
safety.
him,
Things
bro.
are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus."
Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Look at this. I can't even pull no bullshit up. That's too crazy.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Check that.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. And on the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans.
How?
And this will wind up a Lions 1st down as good run.
They made me sway with it.
44.
That's
No
crazy.
doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Yeah.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Gibbs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Panther Street. Panther Street.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. To throw on second down. Snow. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. Big gain of 5. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Snow. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Wide open. So deep. So
the decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Warriors 17. Come 19. Come 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted.
So 5 kept running.
And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Detroit, they continue to keep pace for that first round bye as they move to 11-1.